Hey guys, so recently electric vehicle charging companies or stocks have been through the roof lately. And I think I found one that's very novel and it's sort of like an electric vehicle charging station, but on steroids, as we'll see in a bit. And this company is only up by about, 20%. And so not many people know about this sort of blank check company just yet. Okay, if we're comparing it to like Switchback, just over the past 2 months, it's up by over 256%. If we're looking at Blink Charging Company, this is up by over 1,000% just in the past couple of months. All right. So in comparison, this is a baby. Okay. I think it has a lot of room to run up. Okay. So let's take a look. And I think it's very unique and it has something to be added to make it a pretty damn attractive company in the future. Okay. So the Californian vehicle to grid specialist Nuvve has announced its intention to go public through a merger with investment company Newborn Acquisition. After completion, the joint venture is expected to be listed on the US NASDAQ under the ticker symbol NVVE. Okay, this is a company based in California, San Diego, but is also involved in a number of vehicle to grid projects in Europe. Okay, the merging companies estimate the value of the transaction at 102 million, resulting from the issuance of 10.17 million shares at $10 each. Okay, etc. Sorry, you can read through that. But this is very, very interesting. Nuvve has developed V2G solution that allows batteries from electric vehicles to be interconnected to form a virtual power plant and thus to absorb or release energy from the grid as needed. The company has monetized the system, meaning that customers have the opportunity to be paid for the system, right? So, based on the supply and demand of electricity, this company actually plans on selling the electricity that they store back to the grid and actually be paying the customers who use their charging platforms. So very, very interesting. I didn't even know that this could be done or that this is even possible. Okay. According to Nuvve, the most established commercial operation of such a power plant has been realized in Denmark. There, the company has been offering V2G services with daily tenders on the energy markets for more than 4 years. Okay, so this is very, very interesting. Okay, and if we look at their investor presentation, which just came out this past month, we can see something again very interesting that's happening. So Nuvve's proprietary vehicle-to-grid tech enables the linking of multiple EV batteries through EV charging stations into a virtual power plant, providing bi-directional services to the electrical grid in a qualified and secure manner. Okay, so this is very interesting. It's and I think this company could go on and do big things. Okay, so the company generates revenue from bidding onto energy markets and creates energy savings for its customers. So again, it's like buying in and storing electricity when the cost is low and no one's using it at 3 a.m. and then selling it back to the market at prime time, like in the mornings and in the evenings, right? So again, very, very interesting. Nuvve's technology and ecosystem has proven to successfully lower the cost of electric vehicle ownership. So again, it's a proven technology while supporting the integration of renewable energy for a scalable and sustainable green society. So this is huge, right? And they're talking about again their mission and the addressable market here and what their projections are to be in 2040. And they're saying how lithium ion battery prices are going down, expected to go down tremendously by 2030, while the EV battery electric companies are going to go through the roof, right? And we can see the penetration is going to be by about 25%. So it's huge, right? By the time we hit 2030. Okay, and what they're saying right now the electric grid is not ready, and so therefore these smart charging stations will not be enough, right? Because this will significantly increase the cost to actually charge your car with just the current way that it's scaled out right there. So right now they're saying that it's high volatility, and they're unconnected to the grid. There's heavy uncontrolled loads, increasing regulatory mandates, and high cost of batteries and ownership, right? So their solution is to actually stabilize this and make it so if it's a vehicle to grid integration, that the cost will be very low. It's going to be bi-directional. There's going to be stabilization of renewables, access to energy markets, demand supply matching, et cetera, et cetera. So it's very cool that they actually found a way to monetize this whole industry, these vehicle to grid integration, right? And I think it's very, very cool. Okay. And again, if we're comparing their company to comparable company benchmarking, we can see that the compounded annual growth projects to be 312%, whereas for BLNK it's not applicable, and charge points supposed to be 60%. Okay, and if we're looking at some fundamentals, enterprise value to revenue is the lowest for Nuvve, and same thing for their enterprise value for their 2021 expected revenue, right? So this is huge. So we can see that their revenue is expected to be 312%, significantly higher than their competitors, right? The only thing that is sort of a liability is, of course, their current cash position, which is only 59,000. So again, I would be very wary of investing into this company, just because they have a very small cash position. But of course, through this merger, they're actually expected to, of course, receive about 100 million or so worth of cash, or even more. And we can say their total current assets stand at $1.2 million. Well, of course, their current liabilities stand at $5 million. Okay, so again, this $100 million is very much needed to actually, go through the growth phase of their company, right? Because they need this to set up their stations, to set up this bidirectional network, and it's definitely a good play. And if this merger goes through, this could be the next big EV charging station, of course. So I think I'm going to be buying this stock as very much. Sorry, excuse me. I'm going to buying it's called Newborn Acquisition Corp. You can buy it under NBAC right now before it merges. So again, I think I'm going to be buying some shares just because I don't think it's very much talked about, and once it starts becoming mainstream, I think this will go through the roof, right? And we can see it's a very, very small market cap right now, only 89 million. So again, I think get in quick once you can. Of course, this is a speculative play, but again, I do think that once investors catch on, this is going to be the next big EV charging station with potentially growth as seen in BLNK. That's brought on by close to 1,000% in the span of a couple months. Okay, so let me know what you think. Again, let me know if you want to see my real-time buys and exactly what I'm doing in the market, and if you'll be buying shares of Newborn Acquisition Corp. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you think about this company. Again, leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe as well. Okay, so I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you in the next one.